5 photography tips to make you better, beep, boop, bop, let's go. Composition is key. A wise YouTube creator every frame a painting once said the frame is a playground, so play. And those are words to live by. Everything in your frame is part of the photo or video for that matter. What are you trying to show your audience? What should they feel? Should you include that? Should you cut that out? What will make the image most impactful? Of course there are basic rules like the rule of thirds, the idea that you can break your image up into a grid and compose on the intersecting lines. There's the golden ratio spiral thing. You got your leading lines, balanced or unbalanced frames, and symmetry. There are plenty more rules out there, but these are just a few to get you started. But remember, they're rules. You're not going to perish if you don't follow them to the letter. While we're talking about what's going on in your frame, remember to always be aware of your surroundings. Sometimes the best photos are the ones right behind you. Obviously, make sure you're never putting yourself in harm's way to take a good or even mediocre photo. Photographers who die while taking a bad photo go straight to hell where you have to use Nikons for all eternity. Ooh, it's scary. You know what the most important part of photography is, right? Timing. Patience is key. Sometimes you're gonna have to wait for your moment to happen. Other times you'll have a split second to react. There's really not a ton I can teach you about timing. Rather, it's a skill that you have to develop over time. The more you do it, the better you get at it. The biggest thing I like to keep in mind about timing is that life tends to move in cycles. Chances are if you miss a shot, there will be another opportunity to get it. If you're patient. If your photos aren't good enough, you aren't close enough. That's an old adage, and I think they're words to live by. There are times where you need to see the whole scene, but oftentimes you'll see the most impactful stuff when you're up close and personal. The right gear for the right job. Make sure you always have the right mods equipped when you go out there to shoot. A lot of people on YouTube talk about how gear doesn't matter, and while I mostly agree with that sentiment, I think there's a bit of hyperbole around it. I agree in the sense that some people use gear as an excuse. I can't take better photos because I don't have the latest and greatest camera. That's a bullshit excuse not to practice more. In most cases, that's a big cope. That's people saying my work sucked because camera bad. Simultaneously though, gear does matter in the sense that if you're trying to shoot sports for a living, for example, and you only have a $13 camera from some sketchy Chinese company on Amazon, you might not have an awesome time doing that. Might make a good video though. Hint hint. And that's everything you need to know, so make sure you study these tips, commit them to memory, get them tattooed to your flesh, and you'll become a better photographer literally immediately. In fact, I think just by watching this video, you're a better photographer. So, you're welcome. Make sure you smash that subscribe button and share this video with someone in your life who wants to become a better photographer. This video is now over.
Like and subscribe. Sweet New Photography. Domain.